In judo, a 30-second hold down is a full point and will end the match. In Sombo, the goal is not really to hold a person down. It's to do the submission holds more than anybody else. Remember, knock them down and hurt them? Where does hold them down fit in that sequence? It doesn't really, but they want to encourage mat work because they know that's where the submissions holds are. So on one time per match, they will allow you to hold down. If you do it for 10 seconds, they'll give you 1 point. If you do it for 20 seconds, they will give you 2 points. That's it, once per match. Having proved you can do mat work, let's get back to what the sport is really about. Knock them down and hurt them. Okay?
So after you, let's say, got the 2 point, 20
Yep.
seconds, can you then actually go into a hold to work on?
The referee will then tap you or say something aloud, and if you do not in the next few seconds immediately look for an arm bar, he'll start you back up.
Oh, I see.
Unlike judo, we allow a certain amount of mat work. My rule of thumb is I count in my head as a referee 10, 15 seconds. If there's nothing going on, I start.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you next. How long are you allowed to wander about the floor?
Well, it's a rule of thumb. If they're moving around quite a bit, but it's clear no one's going to get something, I give them 10 to 15. If they're just sitting there, I start them back up immediately. Right? In other words, if a guy's moving, I give him credit for trying. I give him 10 to 15 seconds credit. If he's not moving, he gets no credit in my book when I put him back up. Let's discuss 2 differences between Sombo and judo versus hold down. The criteria in Sombo is real clear. He's got to be less than 90 degrees, and I have to have torso-to-torso contact. Okay? What makes Sombo, in my opinion, far more realistic, right, is I'm holding this guy down. Realistically, in my point of view, who cares that he's got his legs around me? I'm controlling this man. So that is not a defense. There are only 2 defenses. Okay? Defense number 1 obviously is you get off your back, break 90 degrees, hold down broken. The referee will make a small figure eight and show that it's broken. I get it back in the hold down. What was the other criteria? Chest-to-chest contact. Put your palms on my chest. Now push me up. Hold down broken. Do I really control this guy? If I'm this far up, if there's daylight between us, I'm not really in control of this man. Hence, either I put daylight between the adversaries or I turn over. Thus is the hold down broken. Very simple. In other words, what we've done is we've taken something from judo, given it less importance, and made it more realistic.
And you've got your 20 seconds,
Right.
You've got your 2 points. 2 points. Can I now, after the 20 seconds, move into an arm lock?
I have to.
Otherwise they stand you up, right?
Okay.
So it's not...
Okay, immediately you want to start going into this.
So it's not 20 seconds, 2 points. It's 20 seconds, you watch them for maybe a few more seconds after 20 and then stand up.
It's like this. It's 20 seconds. You award the 2 points and you let him try,
Right.
or you let her try for the submission.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Last point, most complicated from the refereeing point of view, but really simplest from the athlete's point of view. The 4th and final way you score in Sombo is a throw. A throw is a throw. Any throw in judo is a throw in Sombo. The only difference is we're going to treat them a little bit differently as the scoring. There's no such thing as a yuko or a koka or a wazari or an ippon. What we've done is we've given them points, and we've made it very specific how you give the points. There's far less discretion given to a Sombo referee because the criteria are set out very clearly, and there is a mathematical progression. In other words, we've decided what's important. We've decided there's 2 things. Number 1, from a self-defense point of view, you always want to be on your feet. If I stay on my feet, I get more points. If I go off my feet, I get less points. Very logical. Point number 2, from a self-defense point of view, the worst position he can be in is on his back. Therefore, if I am on my feet and he is on his back, what better could there be? Match is over. What if I stay on my feet, throw him to his side? We'll give that 4 points. What if I am on my feet and I throw him to his stomach? We'll give that 2 points. What if I'm on my feet and I throw him to his hands and knees? Well, generally I'll give him nothing. But if he goes to his hands and knees and I go behind, I'll convert that to a takedown. But the throw to the hands and the knees by itself is nothing. You must land on the back, the side, or the front. Think of it this way. If I fall as an athlete, I'll get half as many points. If I stand up, I'll get twice as many. Therefore, from the athlete's point of view, all you've got to learn is to stay standing. Okay? Let's look at it from the other point of view. Suppose I throw him to his back, but I fall down. Okay, I'll give that 4 points. I throw him to his side and I fall down, give him 2 points. Throw him to his stomach and I fall down, give him 1 point. Boom, boom, boom. It's mathematical. Okay? The complexity comes, and we're putting an entire different set of variables into focus here. The complexity comes when we say we also consider a throw to be something that's done from the feet. Okay? What is a throw? Okay? Very clearly. We all know what a throw is. Throw to his side. 4 points. That's a throw. Okay? Is this a throw? Well, yeah, but it wasn't as pretty as when I was standing, right? Okay? So we're going to give it something, but not as much. Therefore, the rule on Sombo is the 4-2-1 progression, right, in which you consider whether the man falls down and whether the opponent lands on the back side or the front. Okay? That 4-2-1 progression involves both people starting standing. If either person starts down, right, we're going to cut it in half. Okay? This hold would be a kagaguruma if you want in judo. If I throw him completely to his back, we'll give it 2 points. I throw him to his side, we'll give it 1 point. Let's look at a converse thing. Suppose he, like a wrestler, goes for my leg, attack my leg. Go ahead, just, okay. Okay, go down to your hands and knees there. Put on shoulder. A lot of wrestlers will wind up in this position. Okay? What if I am able to do that? That was a throw, but gosh, that wasn't as pretty as when he was standing. 2 points. If he goes to his back, 1 point if he goes to his side. The rules are crystal clear. Okay? The beauty of Sombo is, think of it for what its original purpose was, a way of training self-defense without weapons to a soldier. I meet another soldier without weapons. I want to stay standing and I want him to be on his back. That's the match. If we're on the mat and I break his arm, that's the match. If I hold him down, well, that's worth something because maybe your friends are coming to help you. If I'm on the ground and I sort of throw him a little bit, I haven't knocked him out as much as if I've thrown him from the top. And again, you've got to count on your friends to come help you. Think of it in the military. The logic is so crystal clear in Sombo is what makes it really very interesting from my point of view. Okay? What makes Sombo really more fascinating now is that, as I said earlier, the things you can do in Sombo you can't do in judo. Okay? As we discussed earlier, one of the theories of judo is that essentially when you attack someone, sometimes you'll pull him back, sometimes you'll come in, you'll fit in, you'll make a great circle. What does this involve? This involves, number one, usually setting him up by pulling him back or sideways, my fitting in, right, while going backwards,